Nerd News Network. Woo!
Yeah, news time.
In further news of studios being inept,
And getting fucked over.
Discovery Plus into Max, because that transition happened during Q2. Reportedly lost 1.8 million paying subscribers.
That's a lot for one person called Max to lose, isn't it?
Yeah, Max has got to be a lot more careful. How much does Max cost?
not 1.8 million.
The cheapest is $10. So even if we assume they're all on the cheapest tier, which they won't be, but I don't know what the standard deviation is.
Now, let's be real. Most people are on the cheapest tier in 2023.
No, but they'll also be the least likely to cancel it. People on the cheapest tier are always less likely to cancel because it's less money. There's studies done on it. That's why gyms have really low introductory rates, and then they don't bump it too much, because if it's £12 a month you're paying to not go to the gym, that's not as bad as paying £18 a month to not go to the gym. That's potentially $18 million a month they've lost. That's not lost, but
that's a lot of users to have dipped. Honestly,
I wonder if like you were paying writers and actors fairly, you could probably come up with some really good original shows that would probably bring them subscribers back.
It's also like maybe if you paid like a good like design studio, they might have done better branding for you, and it wouldn't have been such a terrible transition.
Yeah, it's wild.
Maybe you could have spent more money on the infrastructure so that the website worked when it launched.
Yeah, maybe you can make it available to the whole world, so that like it's wild.
It doesn't surprise me with how badly it like publicly was received with that transition, and the branding got rinsed, and like it was just a terrible transition. Yeah, you've made a horrible user experience. Everyone's gonna be like, this isn't convenient anymore, see you later. That's why people are leaving Netflix. Like, it's no longer convenient. It's too much hassle that buy.
Yeah, I've got to have 19 subscriptions now. No, I'm fine, thanks.
Yeah.
Barbie, Oppenheimer and Spider-verse
are
all rumored to be nominated for the Best Picture at the Oscars. Barbie and Oppenheimer are a massive surprise to me. Spider-verse would be a surprise to me, not because I don't think it's good enough, because of the looking down the snobbish nosedness of Hollywood towards both animated films and superhero films.
Yeah, and this is a animated superhero film. So it's like,
so just getting a nomination would actually be huge.
Yeah. And there has been other animated films that have been nominated for Best Picture. I don't think we've had an animated superhero film, because we've talked about like superhero films have have been overlooked by the Oscars.
Yeah, they view them as not art, and it's so commercial.
Yeah.
Blah, 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 blah,
so
meanwhile, most of the films that clean up at the Oscars have been seen by 3 people and a dog.
I'm pretty sure like the animated films that I saw that have had Best Picture nominations in the past have often been like Pixar and stuff, where they have a very core plot that's very like heartfelt or something. And it's like, okay, yeah, great, we can understand. But to have like a superhero and animated would be a huge leap of that.
Yeah,
I'm very impressed to see if they get in. Whether they win, find that hard to believe, unfortunately, because
I don't see them beating out Barbie.
The odds are stacked against them.
Mad.
Biggest
Twitter
upset
would be unbearable if that happened.
It'd be the biggest upset. I also don't think Twitter would disagree, though.
Oh no, it would.
Nah, I reckon there's a good portion of the internet be like, Spider-Verse was amazing. This is wild that they've actually given it to that. Everyone expected it, probably Oppenheimer, if not Barbie.
I think the Nolan fans and the Oppenheimer fans would be racist as fuck. I'll be honest. I feel like the people who would get upset about Nolan Oppenheimer missing out would instantly go, oh, that film was a black protagonist and it had trans representation.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And I feel like they would kick up a massive stink. I think the Barbie fans would be chill as fuck.
Yeah, Barbie's not like
Barbie fans give off that
also, Barbie isn't going to care because like we've just made $1 billion. We don't really care about an Oscar.
Yeah. We've got to go. We've got to go make a Bratz movie. But will the Oscars go ahead?
Yeah, this is the question. Like, do you know what's?
Wait, Oscars is normally February, right?
I'm two minds. Like, if strikes are still going on, I'd like to think it would get delayed, and they would be. Even if the people running the Oscars don't want to, for PR sakes, they should delay.
So it was March 2023. So it'll be about March time in 2024 as well.
I would like to think we'd be out of the strikes by then. I would like to think the studios have finally bent the knee. But who knows?
If they make us wait till March, they're going to be more than bending one knee.
What?
They're going to be on both knees begging.
I think if strikes are still ongoing in March, which will be crazy, I think the Oscars will get delayed because even though the people running it probably would quite happily run it without, because they're probably also run by studios and paid by studios and probably are a similar mindset of the big studios, they won't want the bad PR on the Oscars like that. Because if you had empty Oscars or just like the seat fillers that they use when they have like the staff to fill seats when people go to the toilet and stuff, it's just a bunch of like essentially extras, just generic waiting staff that are just sat in chairs. Or you just get a bunch of lookalikes.
It would be an interesting one for sure.
But I do think it'll get delayed if it's still on right now.
Loki season 2 trailer.
It's kind of wild that they chose to drop that very quickly after the worst rated show finale episode, whatever you want, Marvel production. It's very tactical.
It wasn't just the worst rated final episode. It was the worst final episode.
Oh, yeah. And that trailer has racked up views. So whoever was in charge whoever in whatever boardroom was like, guys, I think we should drop the trailer for Loki season 2. Everyone loves Loki. Just drop it now. It'll save us. Smart play, honestly. Smart play.
I don't know about you, but Loki's little time slipping there seemed a bit familiar.
I think we've seen that somewhere before.
I mean, it is very possible they've just stolen the style.
It would. I mean, it's one of those like quite clearly both parties are playing around with the multiverse and like things are gonna overlap in styles because it's both Marvel. I don't know if there's stuff like time slipping is in comics.
Not to my knowledge.
But that idea of them both happening to like play into that as a mechanic of the multiverse, shall we say, doesn't surprise me that would maybe just by chance happen. But was interesting. I liked how they did it. I liked the style.
It looked very good.
Yeah.
But that seems like it's going to be the central theme for this series.
Yeah, it's going to be them now getting a better understanding of the different timelines and the effects of all these branches are going to have. Like, it's definitely going to be them trying to find out more about Kang, trying to understand the timeline and all the branches, while also dealing with the fact that Loki's now flipping around all over the shop.
Yeah. And we've got to remember, we know Morbius doesn't know Loki based on the end of season 1.
He ended up in the wrong, which would make sense that he ended up back in the wrong timeline. So then that's why he's slipping around, maybe? I don't know. Because he was never meant to be at that TVA. It's going to get very complicated. There was a very notable actor who has become on the rise in popularity. I'm gonna butcher his name now.
I know exactly who you mean. Go on, give it a chance.
Hang on. I'm getting it back up so I can see the name. Well, it's gone now. I've lost it.
Would you like me to send it to you to give you a chance?
No, I see. Ke Huy Quan. That's as best of a shot.
I don't think that was too bad. I think I'd have done worse there.
But an actor that everyone's been falling in love with recently.
He's had a massive resurgence, and I'm so here for it.
And I'm so intrigued by his character because in the trailer they've gone to visit him, and he's clearly like the janitor of the TVA or something, and deals with repairs and stuff. And he's just like, "Oh, do you know what that was? Oh yeah, that's time slipping. It can't be." And he's like, "Can you fix it?" No, because it's not meant to happen in the TVA. But you just saw it happen in the TVA, and it's like, oh yeah, so good. It's like, huh, that's a good point you raise.
It is so good. I can't wait for it. The style looks even tidier than season 1 as well.
It does.
They seem to have given the color saturation a bump and gone, fuck it. We are based on comic books. Let's have a bit of visual art to this, please.
Yeah, and they're really leaning into the visual style of the TVA more, and it seems like they're going to be bouncing around a bunch of different timelines and stuff. So I think this has the potential to reinvigorate our love for the TV series. Let's just hope. There is definitely a worry that they have the same issues, same performance issues as always.
Speak for yourself. Performance issues here.
I'm speaking on behalf of Disney Plus. Yeah, I think that's the only worry with this show at the moment is the track record's not been great, especially after Secret Invasion.
Yeah, they're losing a lot of bargaining power with their old Disney Plus shows. In a surprise to no one, the Emmys have been delayed.
Yeah.
Guess what? They wouldn't be delayed if you paid people.
This is true.
Surprise! Pay people fairly, they will stop striking. You can have your weird award ceremony thing. Cool. Craven has been delayed until August 2024.
Just cancel it.
Venom has been delayed until July 2024. And Beyond the Spider-Verse has been delayed indefinitely.
Which is the... I mean, Venom, I'll happily go see. But Spider-Verse, obviously, it makes sense. They're probably very deep in the writing process of that as well. And just the animators and everything, and voice actors. Like, a lot of that will be being affected. I'd quite happily just cancel Craven.
It is weird to me, bearing in mind that no one wants Craven, and the film is finished, that they're purely delaying it because they can't promote it with the actors. Do they really think Aaron Taylor Johnson is going to promote this film so fucking well that they make people want to see it? I think leaving it longer is just going to screw them over.
Yeah, because do you know what? When does the Spider-Man game come out?
October 20th.
So people are going to experience that Craven.
And they're going to experience that Craven first now, not second.
And then they're going to go into the film and be like, wait, this isn't like the game that I just loved playing.
Yeah, this
who the fuck
Craven,
is this guy?
Who was just peak.
Yeah, who the fuck is...
Fucking fight Craven.
But yeah, I mean, this is only going to be a few of many films that are going to get delayed. Even like
so many
ones that are done, but like you say, are delaying because they want to do a proper press run. It's going to happen.
Ahsoka, episode 1 and 2 have a combined runtime of 96 minutes. Ooh,
juicy.
I can't fucking wait.
I'm so
Have you started on Invincible yet?
No, have you finished Rebels yet?
I'm getting closer.
Well, I told you that when you tell me we're doing it next week, then I'll binge it in a week. You know how I work.
You bastard. But yeah, Ahsoka, which is supposed to be 9 episodes.
Yeah, I think it's 9 episodes.
Episodes 1 and 2 we know are coming out together. Have a combined runtime of like 6 minutes, which is going to be a busy old Wednesday for us. I cannot wait.
Can't wait.
And that's clearly going to be because episode 1 and 2 are her getting the band back together.
Well, yeah, it's going to be like what happened with Andor, because that was 1 and 2 we got at the same time. It's like,
yeah,
the first episode is a bit slow to set up, that it also needs the second episode to kind of hook you into the show.
Yeah.
And they know that. And it's also like, who doesn't want to sit there for nights? Like, you're going to be more hooked into the show if you can watch the first 2 episodes back to back than if you just watch the first one after wait another week. So
yeah,
I'm all for it.
I'm so ready. I can't wait. It's what, 27th first episode comes out?
I think
27th?
so. Yeah, something like that.
27th is a Sunday, so I'm probably wrong
there. No, then not 27th.
So it must be the 23rd?
Maybe?
Or the 30th. Either way, it's the end of this month. We're getting closer.
23rd.
Ahsoka? 23rd, cool. So I mean, what we got? 2 more episodes after this until the first episode.
Yeah.
Ooh, very exciting. Fantastic forecasting news.
Yes. There's been,
and it's not just the same 12 names being recycled and shuffled in different ways.
No, we're not back to the start of the list again. It's a new list.
So at the beginning of the week, the news was Marvel are focusing on trying to find their Sue Storm because she's going to be the main character, and they want to build the cast around the right Sue Storm casting. And as of like half an hour before we started recording, loads of news was coming out, so we don't know how reliable any of this is. So take it all with a heavy dollop of salt. Vanessa Kirby is set to be Sue Storm. Apparently, Jack Quaid and Joseph Quinn are the favourites for Johnny Storm. But while we've been recording, Jack Quaid has tweeted out, "Hello everyone, nope, not playing Johnny Storm, but hey, I'm flattered. Now that you're here though, donate to the SAG-AFTRA Foundation if you can."
Solid use of current publicity.
And that is how you use a bunch of people talking about you to the benefits.
Yep. So, there's also, I don't know, you haven't got it on, I haven't got it on my list. Matt Smith.
Yes. Matt Smith is apparently rumored to be in the running near the beginning, potentially even offered the role of Reed Richards. And Galactus is rumored to be the villain. Now, we've got to take all this with a big old grain of salt. A, because it's all happened pretty quickly over the last few days after dead silence on Fantastic Four for a while. But also, there is a strike on. There should be no auditions going on. There should be no discussions going on. There should be no contracts being signed. So if any of this news is true, it's probably old news, in which case you have to ask, why are we only hearing about it now?
So I know the Matt Smith one broke with it being said that he was offered just before the strikes began, so people don't know if he accepted. Whether this, like you say, whether any of this is true. Something else I've just thought of, kind of in the same realm of what we said about Loki. It'd be kind of smart with Marvel's bad press to suddenly just dribble out a few rumors about Fantastic Four castings to just take people's attention away from how bad Secret Invasion has been. Interesting time.
And we were semi-convinced, although I doubt it will be happening now regardless, that the Fantastic Four cast might be announced at D23 this year. Because let's be clear, there is no way we're getting Fantastic Four early 2025. No. There is zero chance. Originally, we were supposed to be getting it late 2024. Then the Blade delays happened, which pushed everything back. There is no way we're getting this early 2025.
Well, it was
at this point, I'll be surprised if it's early 2026.
Originally, it was meant to be, or people were meant to be decided by February bin. Obviously, that didn't happen. If we're only just getting the news of like castings that are happening, they ain't gonna start. Like, even if these people have got the roles, like it's not like production starting anytime soon.
Nope.
So yeah, it's gonna be a while, unfortunately, for that.
And that also assumes that these people don't have other work that is scheduled to happen first that's currently being delayed. Um, but yeah, that is the nerdy news of the week.
It is,
and we'll wait and see what more bullshittery is taking place next week. But